See, the first question that you had uh, in this topic of biotechnology principles and processes, the first question that is here is genetic engineering is. They have given four choices. You have to choose the right one. Making artificial genes, hybridization of DNA of one organism to that of others, production of alcohol by using microorganisms, making artificial limbs, diagnostic instruments such as ECG, EEG, etc. So, what is the answer for this?
B, sir.
B. It is hybridization of DNA. Hybridization of DNA of one organism to that of others. ಇಲ್ಲೇನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಆ ಪ್ಲಾಸ್ಮಿಡ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ಫಾರಿನ್ ಜೀನ್ ಇಂಟ್ರೊಡ್ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. ಇಟ್ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಬಿ ಹ್ಯೂಮನ್ ಇನ್ಸುಲಿನ್ ಜೀನ್. ಸೊ ದಿಸ್ DNA plasmid is hybridized with a foreign gene ಅಲ್ವಾ. ಸೊ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಇದನ್ನ genetic engineering is hybridization of DNA of one organism to that of others. So B is the answer. ಸೊ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಇ ಸಿ ಜಿ ಇ ಜಿ ಅಂತಾರೆ. ವಾಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಇ ಸಿ ಜಿ? ಇ ಸಿ ಜಿ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು? ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪಾನ್ಷನ್ ಏನಪ್ಪ ಇ ಸಿ ಜಿ? ಸೊ ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರೋಕಾರ್ಡಿಯೋಗ್ರಾಮ್. ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರೋಎನ್ಸೆಫೆಲೋಗ್ರಾಮ್ ಇಸ್ ಇ ಜಿ. ಓಕೆ, ಅದನ್ನ ನೆನ್ಪಿಟ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. ಸರ್ಕ್ಯುಲೇಟರಿ ಸಿಸ್ಟಮ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಓದಿರ್ತೀರಾ. ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರೋ ಕಾರ್ಡಿಯೋಗ್ರಾಮ್, ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರೋಎನ್ಸೆಫೆಲೋಗ್ರಾಮ್ ಇಸ್ ಇ ಜಿ. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಕ್ವಶನ್, ವಿಚ್ ಆಫ್ ದಿ ಫಾಲೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಇಸ್ ಮೋಸ್ಟ್ ಯೂಸ್ಡ್ ಇನ್ ಜೆನೆಟಿಕ್ ಇಂಜಿನಿಯರಿಂಗ್? ಯಾವ ಆರ್ಗ್ಯಾನಿಸಮ್ಸ್ ನನ್ನ ಫ್ರೀಕ್ವೆಂಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ ಜೆನೆಟಿಕ್ ಇಂಜಿನಿಯರಿಂಗ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ?
E. coli and agrobacteria.
ಎಸ್, ವೆರಿ ಗುಡ್. ಈ ಕೋಲೈ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು? ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಈ ಕೋಲೈ.
Escherichia coli, sir.
Escherichia coli and Agrobacterium tumefaciens are frequently utilized in the genetic engineering. So E. coli, it is utilized for the animal products to be obtained. Agrobacterium tumefaciens for most of the plant biotechnology experiments. We are using this Agrobacterium tumefaciens. So the third question is, construction of a recombinant DNA involves cleaving and rejoining DNA segments with endonuclease alone, cleaving DNA segments with endonuclease and rejoining them with ligase, cleaving DNA segments with ligase and rejoining them with endonuclease, cleaving and rejoining DNA segment with ligase alone. Which is the answer?
B.
B, sir.
B. So cleaving andre cut ಮಾಡೋದು. DNA segments are fragmented using endonuclease and they are rejoined or pasted with ligase. So third one is B is the answer. So fourth one, genetic engineering involves use of restriction endonuclease on bacterial DNA and formation of new traits, use of ligase for cutting DNA, developing instruments, use of statistics in genetics. So genetic engineering, what does it use involve?
Option A, sir.
A is the correct option. Okay, use of restriction endonuclease on bacterial DNA. ಈ ಪ್ಲಾಸ್ಮಿಡ್ ಅನ್ನೋದೇ ಏನು ಅದು? they are obtained from the bacteria, most of them. So use of this restriction endonuclease on bacterial DNA and formation of new traits. New traits ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಹೊಸದಾದಂತ ಕ್ಯಾರೆಕ್ಟರ್, phenotypic traits. Okay, so fifth one, discovery of recombinant DNA technology was made by. So who discovered the recombinant DNA technology?
Cohen and Boyer.
Cohen and Boyer discovered the recombinant DNA technology. So fifth one, B is the answer. Sixth one, the role of DNA ligase in the construction of a recombinant DNA molecule is. What is the role of DNA ligase in the construction of a recombinant DNA molecule? They have given four options. Let us read them. Formation of phosphodiester bond between two DNA fragments, formation of hydrogen bonds between sticky ends of DNA fragments, ligation of all purine and pyrimidine bases, none of the above.
Yes, option.
A is the option. ಮೊನ್ನೆ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಫ್ರೆಂಡ್ ಕೇಳಿದ್ರಲ್ಲ, ಸೊ ಫಾರ್ಮೇಶನ್ ಆಫ್ ಫಾಸ್ಫೋಡೈಎಸ್ಟರ್ ಬಾಂಡ್ between two DNA fragments is the function of DNA ligase. So A is the answer. So seventh one, Escherichia coli is used extensively in biological research as it is. Okay, so I want others to answer ಈಗ. So who is there? Sindhu is there. Sindhu, ಏನಮ್ಮ ಆನ್ಸರು?
Easily cultured, sir.
Yes, it is easily cultured. That is the major reason for us to utilize Escherichia coli. Eighth one, the study of modification of genes for the benefit of human race is. So we will answer for this.
Genetic engineering, sir.
Genetic engineering.
Yes, it is genetic engineering. The main technique involved in agricultural biotechnology is called tissue
Tissue
culture.
culture.
Yes, tissue culture. The answer is tissue culture. Okay. 10th one, restriction enzymes are used in genetic engineering because they are nucleases that cut DNA at variable sites. They are proteolytic enzymes which can degrade harmful proteins. C can cut DNA at specific base sequence, can join different DNA fragments. So what is the right answer for this? Restriction, why are they used in genetic engineering? Kusumanjali, what is the answer?
Sir, option A, sir.
Option A na C na? Vinod?
Option C, sir.
Yes, very good. It is option C. ಆ DNA ನ specific base sequence ಅಲ್ಲಿ cut ಮಾಡತ್ತೆ. Restriction enzymes, especially palindromic sequence and different types of restriction enzymes, they cut in between different bases. Away from the center cut ಆದರೆ sticky ends ಬರುತ್ತೆ. At the center cut ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ DNA ನ both the strands of DNA, it will be blunt ends. So ಇವನ್ನೆಲ್ಲ ಡಿಸ್ಕಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದೀವಿ ಕ್ಲಾಸಲ್ಲಿ. So the answer is can cut DNA at specific base sequence. ಅಲ್ಲಿ ವೇರಿಯಬಲ್ ಸೈಟ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಅದು ತಪ್ಪು. Can cut DNA at specific base sequence. That is the reason it is the answer. So the next question is
Sir, in
11th one.
previous question, what
Hmm.
about transformation, sir?
ಯಾವ್ದಪ್ಪ?
Previous question, sir.
See, transformation is a process where the cells are transformed from viral to uh, the viral cells to viral cells, ಅಂದ್ರೆ pathogenic cells to non-pathogenic cells. ಇದನ್ನ ನೀವು ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಓದ್ತೀರಾ ಅಂದ್ರೆ DNA as an evidence for DNA ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೆರಿಮೆಂಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. So in Salmonella, I think it is in Streptococcus pneumoniae, there are two strains, S strain and R strain. ಓದಿದ್ದೀರಾ ತಾನೆ?
Yes, sir.
ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಬರುತ್ತೆ ಅದು ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ಫಾರ್ಮೇಶನ್, wherein genetic material from heat killed S strain is transferred to R strain, and this R strain, which is A virulent, they become virulent. They cause disease. Okay, they cause pneumonia once they get this DNA material from the heat killed S strain bacteria. So ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಬರುತ್ತೆ ಆ ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ಫಾರ್ಮೇಶನ್ ಪ್ರೋಸೆಸ್, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಬರಲ್ಲ ಅದು. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ಟಿಶ್ಯೂ ಕಲ್ಚರ್ ನೆನ್ಪಿಟ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. ಟಿಶ್ಯೂ ಕಲ್ಚರ್ ಯಾಕೆ ಪ್ಲಾಂಟ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ? ಎನಿ ಪ್ಲಾಂಟ್ ಸೆಲ್ ಹ್ಯಾಸ್ ದಿ ಎಬಿಲಿಟಿ ಟು ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಅ completely entire plant. It can form any cell from the plant. So what do you call this property as?
Totipotency, sir.
ವೆರಿ ಗುಡ್. ಟೋಟಿಪೊಟೆನ್ಸಿ, ಅದು ಕೇಪಬಿಲಿಟೀಸ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಬಟ್ ಯೂಶಲಿ ನಾವು ಯಾಕೆ ಮೆರಿಸ್ಟಮ್ ಸೆಲ್ಸ್ ನ ಟಿಶ್ಯೂ ಕಲ್ಚರ್ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ? ವೈ ಡು ವಿ ಪ್ರಿಫರ್ ಮೆರಿಸ್ಟಮ್ಸ್ ಓವರ್ ಅದರ್ ಟೈಪ್ ಆಫ್ ಸೆಲ್? ಏನ್ ಕಾರಣ?
They divide rapidly, sir.
ಡಿವಿಷನ್ ಒಂದು ರ್ಯಾಪಿಡ್ಲಿ ಡಿವೈಡ್ ಮಾಡಿದ ತಕ್ಷಣ ಅದನ್ನ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕಾ ಮೆರಿಸ್ಟಮ್ನ? ವಿನೋದ್ ಅವ್ರ ವಿಷ್ಣುವರ್ಧನ್, ಇನ್ಯಾರಾದ್ರೂ ಆನ್ಸರ್ ಗೊತ್ತಿದೆಯೇನಪ್ಪ? See, why we are using this meristematic tissue is they do not undergo infection from virus. The viral infection ಆಗಲ್ಲ. ಯಾಕೆ ವೈರಸ್ ಮೆರಿಸ್ಟಮ್ಯಾಟಿಕ್ ಟಿಶ್ಯೂನ ಇನ್ಫೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಲ್ಲ ಅಂದ್ರೆ the meristematic cells divide faster than the replication of viruses. That is the reason viruses cannot affect the meristematic tissue, and that is the reason for us it would be very safe for us if we use the meristematic tissue for tissue culture. So that is the reason they prefer meristems over other cells. So you get this viral free cells. Okay, that is the major reason for using the meristematic tissue. So next one is 11th one. It is preferable to use yeast rather than bacteria as recipient for uh, as recipient cells for recombination of eukaryotic DNA, because yeast can produce restriction enzyme, excise introns from the RNA transcript, remove methyl groups, reproduce at a faster rate. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಏನ್ ಆನ್ಸರ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ?
B, sir.
B. Why
Exercise.
is B? Why
Because
is
of
it B?
exercise introns, sir, in RNA transcript.
See, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಮೊನ್ನೆ ಸಿದ್ಲಿಂಗೇಶ್ he had asked me a question why we are not using human cell ಅಂತ. Human cell is a eukaryotic cell. ಈ eukaryotic cell ಅಲ್ಲಿ mRNA ಹೆಂಗ್ ಸಿಂಥಸೈಸ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ? See, mRNA
Trans-
ಆಗ್ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ they'll have a heterogeneous nuclear mRNA, intermediate stage ಇರುತ್ತೆ, where they have exons and introns together, coding sequence, non-coding sequence ಇರುತ್ತೆ, introns ಅಲ್ಲಿ non-coding sequence ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಈ RNA ಸ್ಪ್ಲೈಸಿಂಗ್ ಆದಾಗ ಮಾತ್ರ, ಈ ಇಂಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ ರಿಮೂವ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಮಾತ್ರ mRNA ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. mRNA ಕಂಟೈನ್ಸ್ ಓನ್ಲಿ ದಿ ಎಕ್ಸಾನ್ಸ್. ಸೊ RNA ಸ್ಪ್ಲೈಸಿಂಗ್ ಆಗಬೇಕು. ಸೊ ಇವೆಲ್ಲ ನಾವು ಬ್ಯಾಕ್ಟೀರಿಯಾನಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾಡೋಕ್ಕಾಗಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ಈಗ ಹ್ಯೂಮನ್ ಪ್ಲಾಸ್ಮಿಡ್ ತಗೊಂಬಂದು ಪ್ಲಾಸ್ಮಿಡ್ ಅಥವಾ DNA ತಗೊಂಬಂದು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಇಟ್ಬಿಟ್ರೆ ದೇ ಆರ್ ಗೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಟು ಪ್ರೊಡ್ಯೂಸ್ ದಿಸ್ ಟೈಪ್ ಆಫ್ mRNA ವೇರ್ ದಿ ಇಂಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಬಿ ರಿಮೂವ್ಡ್. And bacteria being a prokaryotic cell, they don't have that capability to subject the RNA splicing. ಅದನ್ನು ಒಂದು ನೀವು ತಿಳ್ಕೊಬೇಕಾಗತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ದಟ್ ಇಸ್ ದಿ ರೀಸನ್ ವಿ ಅವಾಯ್ಡ್ ಯೂಸಿಂಗ್ ಯೂಕ್ಯಾರಿಯೋಟಿಕ್ ಸೆಲ್. ಬಟ್ yeast is a unicellular organism. We are using it, and yeast being an unicellular organism, they can bring about this RNA splicing. So they can excise or remove RNA from the heterogeneous nuclear mRNA, HN-mRNA ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. ಆ HN-mRNA after the splicing they are going to form mRNA. So mRNA will have only exons. ರಿಮೂವ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾಗಿರೋದು ಸ್ಪ್ಲೈಸಿಂಗ್ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. ಇಂಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ ಶುಡ್ ಬಿ ರಿಮೂವ್ಡ್. Okay, they are non-coding sequences. So understand about this. That is the reason 11th B is the answer. 12th one, which of the following is related to genetic engineering? So is it heterosis, mutation, plastid, plasmid?
Plasmids.
Plasmid is related to genetic engineering. It is one of the tools of genetic engineering, isn't it? So it's a vector. Plasmid is a vector, is utilized as a vector. Genetic engineering is possible because we can cut DNA at specific sites by nucleases, endonucleases like DNA ACE1. Restriction endonucleases purified from bacteria can be used in vitro. The phenomenon of transduction in bacteria is well understood. We can see DNA by electron microscope. So ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಮೂರು ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ತಪ್ಪಿದೆ. The right statement is B. ಆನ್ಸರ್ ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ಜೆನೆಟಿಕ್ ಇಂಜಿನಿಯರಿಂಗ್ ಇಸ್ ಪಾಸಿಬಲ್ ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ರೆಸ್ಟ್ರಿಕ್ಷನ್ ಎಂಡೋನ್ಯೂಕ್ಲಿಯಸಸ್ ಪ್ಯೂರಿಫೈಡ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ ಬ್ಯಾಕ್ಟೀರಿಯಾ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಬಿ ಯೂಸ್ಡ್ ಇನ್ ವಿಟ್ರೋ. ಇನ್ ವಿಟ್ರೋ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು? ಲ್ಯಾಬ್ ಕಂಡೀಷನ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಬಹುದು. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ನಾವು ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ದಿ ರೈಟ್ ಆನ್ಸರ್. ಸೊ ಜೆನೆಟಿಕ್ ಇಂಜಿನಿಯರಿಂಗ್ ಇಸ್ ಪಾಸಿಬಲ್ ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ರೆಸ್ಟ್ರಿಕ್ಷನ್ ಎಂಡೋನ್ಯೂಕ್ಲಿಯಸಸ್ ಪ್ಯೂರಿಫೈಡ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ ಬ್ಯಾಕ್ಟೀರಿಯಾ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಬಿ ಯೂಸ್ಡ್ ಇನ್ ವಿಟ್ರೋ. ಸೊ ಬಿ ಇಸ್ ದಿ ಆನ್ಸರ್. 14th one, introduction of foreign gene for improving genotype is called genetic engineering is the answer. Tissue culture is not the answer. Vernalization ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿದೆ, the process of inducing flower in plants by treating the seeds to low temperature. Before germination, the seeds are treated in low temperature. So when they are exposed to vernalization, they start flowering. So adhan vernalization antivi. Genetic engineering is the answer. cDNA stands for, what does cDNA stand for?
Complementary DNA.
Complementary, sir.
How is cDNA formed? Please tell me, how is cDNA formed? ಸಿಂಧು ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿದೆಯೇನಮ್ಮ cDNA ಹೇಗೆ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಆಗತ್ತೆ?
ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ ಸರ್.
ಕುಸುಮಾಂಜಲಿ?
No, sir, I don't know.
ವಿಷ್ಣುವರ್ಧನ್ ಗೊತ್ತಿದೆಯಾ?
No, sir.
ಓಕೆ. ವಿನೋದ್ ಅವ್ರ ಸಿದ್ಧಲಿಂಗೇಶ್,
No, sir.
ಹೇಗೆ cDNA ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಆಗತ್ತೆ?
Sir, mostly splicing,
ಸ್ಪ್ಲೈಸಿಂಗ್ ಇಂದ ಆಗಲ್ಲ.
removal of introns.
ಇಲ್ಲಪ್ಪ, ಅದು ಬೇರೆ. ಅದು HNMRNA ಆಗೋದು. ವಿ ಆರ್ ಟಾಕಿಂಗ್ ಅಬೌಟ್ cDNA, ಕಾಂಪ್ಲಿಮೆಂಟರಿ DNA. ಹೇಗೆ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಆಗತ್ತಂದ್ರೆ, ಈಗ ಇಫ್ ರಿವರ್ಸ್ ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ಕ್ರಿಪ್ಷನ್ ಆಗತ್ತೆ. mRNA undergoes, the RNA undergoes reverse transcription to produce. So transcription ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು? DNA producing mRNA, we call it as transcription. Reverse transcription is RNA producing DNA, we call it as reverse transcription. It takes place in the presence of the reverse transcriptase enzyme, or you can also call it as RNA dependent DNA polymerase. Okay, so reverse transcriptase enzyme ಮೂಲಕ ರಿವರ್ಸ್ ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ಕ್ರಿಪ್ಷನ್ ಮೂಲಕ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಆದಂತ DNA ನಾವು ಕಾಂಪ್ಲಿಮೆಂಟರಿ DNA ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. ಸೊ DNA ವಿಚ್ ಇಸ್ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ಡ್ ಬೈ ರಿವರ್ಸ್ ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ಕ್ರಿಪ್ಷನ್, ವಿ ಕಾಲ್ ಇಟ್ ಆಸ್ ಕಾಂಪ್ಲಿಮೆಂಟರಿ DNA. ಇದನ್ನ ತಿಳ್ಕೋಬೇಕು ನೀವು. ಓಕೆ,
Sir, translation ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು ಸರ್?
ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ಲೇಷನ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಈಗ ನಿಮಗೆ ಸೆಂಟ್ರಲ್ ಡಾಗ್ಮಾ ಆಫ್ ಮಾಲಿಕ್ಯುಲರ್ ಬಯಾಲಜಿ ಗೊತ್ತಿದೆಯಾ?
Yes, sir.
ಓದಿರ್ತೀರಲ್ಲ. ವಾಟ್ ಇಸ್ ದಿ ಸೆಂಟ್ರಲ್ ಡಾಗ್ಮಾ ಆಫ್ ಮಾಲಿಕ್ಯುಲರ್ ಬಯಾಲಜಿ? See, DNA undergoes replication to produce DNA itself. Then DNA undergoes transcription to produce RNA. The RNA produced will be translated to produce proteins. Okay, this is central dogma of molecular biology. ಈ ಸೆಂಟ್ರಲ್ ಡಾಗ್ಮಾ ಆಫ್ ಮಾಲಿಕ್ಯುಲರ್ ಬಯಾಲಜಿ ಯಾಕೆ ಬೇಕು ಅಂದ್ರೆ, ಈಗ ನಮ್ಮಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ಜೀನ್ ಇದೆ. ಜೀನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಕೂದಲು ಈಗ ಗುಂಗುರು ಕೂದಲಾಗಿರ್ಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಮೆಸೇಜ್ ಇದೆ ಆ ಜೀನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ, DNA ನಲ್ಲಿ, ಫ್ರಾಗ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಆಫ್ DNA. ಹೌ ಇಸ್ ದಟ್ ಮೆಸೇಜ್ ಸೆಂಟ್ ಟು ಅವರ್ ಬಾಡಿ? ಡು ದೇ
To
ಸೆಂಡ್
produce
SMS
proteins.
ಆರ್ ಇಮೇಲ್? ನೋ, ದೇ ಅಂಡರ್ಗೋ ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ಕ್ರಿಪ್ಷನ್. ಆ ಮೆಸೇಜ್ ಇರುತ್ತಲ್ಲ DNA ನಲ್ಲಿ, ದಟ್ ಮೆಸೇಜ್ ಇಸ್ ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ಫರ್ ಟು ಮೆಸೆಂಜರ್ RNA ಡ್ಯೂರಿಂಗ್ ದಿ ಪ್ರೋಸೆಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ಕ್ರಿಪ್ಷನ್. Okay, mRNA synthesize ಆದರಲ್ಲಿ they have codes. These codes are triplet codes. ಟ್ರಿಪ್ಲೆಟ್ ಕೋಡಾನ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. ಇನಿಷಿಯೇಟರ್ ಕೋಡಾನ್, ಟರ್ಮಿನೇಟರ್ ಕೋಡಾನ್ಸ್, ಇವೆಲ್ಲ ಓದಿರ್ತೀರಾ ನೀವು. ಸೊ ದೇ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ದಿಸ್ ಕೋಡಿಂಗ್ ಸೀಕ್ವೆನ್ಸ್ ಆನ್ ದಿಸ್ mRNA. ಇದು ಅನುವಾದ ಆಗಬೇಕು. ಇದು ಯಾವ ರೀತಿ ಅನುವಾದ ಆಗ್ಬೇಕು? ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ಲೇಷನ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಅನುವಾದ ಆಗೋದು. ಸೊ ದಿಸ್ ಕೋಡಿಂಗ್ ಲ್ಯಾಂಗ್ವೇಜ್ ಹ್ಯಾಸ್ ಟು ಬಿ ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ಲೇಟೆಡ್ ಇನ್ ಟು ಪ್ರೋಟೀನ್. That happens during the biological translation or protein synthesis. Okay, so wherein this coded languages, they are formed into polypeptides. That polypeptide itself is protein, and this protein can be either in the form of functional protein or structural proteins. Functional proteins agirutte majority of the case. They can form enzymes or hormones. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತೇನಪ್ಪ? ಹೀಗೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಜೀನ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ರೆಸ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. So gene expression involves two steps: transcription and translation. Okay, that is how the gene is expressed in a language which our body can understand. What is the language that our body can understand? In the form of enzymes or in the form of hormones. They cannot understand codons. mRNA ನಲ್ಲಿ ಇರೋದನ್ನ ಅದು ಅನುವಾದ ಆಗಬೇಕು. mRNA ನಲ್ಲಿರೋ ಕೋಡು, it should be translated and used for synthesis of protein. ಆ ಪ್ರೋಟೀನ್ ಏನಾಗಿ ಸಿಂಥಸೈಸ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ? ಎನ್ಸೈಮ್ ಆಗಿ ಸಿಂಥಸೈಸ್ ಆಗ್ಬೋದು ಅಥವಾ ಹಾರ್ಮೋನ್. ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಅಸ್ಯೂಮ್ ಐ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಅ ಟಾಲ್ ಜೀನ್. ಸೊ ಟಾಲ್ನೆಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಆಫ್ ದಿ ಮೋರ್ ಸೆಕ್ರೀಷನ್ ಆಫ್ ಗ್ರೋತ್ ಹಾರ್ಮೋನ್. ಸೊ ಆ ಗ್ರೋತ್ ಹಾರ್ಮೋನ್ ಹೇಗಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ಕ್ರಿಪ್ಷನ್ ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ಲೇಷನ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, ಅಂಡ್ ಐಲ್ ಬಿ ಸೆಕ್ರೇಟಿಂಗ್ ಮೋರ್ ಗ್ರೋತ್ ಹಾರ್ಮೋನ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಐಲ್ ಬಿ ಟಾಲ್. Okay, that is how the gene is expressed using this transcription and translation process. ಇದನ್ನ ನೀವು ತಿಳ್ಕೋಬೇಕು. ಓಕೆ, ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗಿದೆಯಾ?
Yes, sir.
ಸೊ ಅದನ್ನ ಮತ್ತೆ ನಾವು ಮಾಲಿಕ್ಯುಲರ್ ಬಯಾಲಜಿ ಬಂದಾಗ ನಾನು ಮತ್ತೆ ಡಿಸ್ಕಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ ಅದನ್ನ. ಸೊ cDNA ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡ್ಸ್ ಫಾರ್ ಕಾಂಪ್ಲಿಮೆಂಟರಿ DNA. ಸೊ ದಿ DNA obtained during reverse transcription, we call it as complementary DNA. That is the answer. Okay, so using recombinant DNA technology, genes from a donor cell can be implanted into a bacterium for DNA replication and protein synthesis. So gene from a donor cell, the kind of cell that can be used as gene donors in this technology are, so ಈಗ ಒಂದು ಜೀನು ನಮಗೆ ಡಿಸೈರ್ ಇರುವಂತ ಜೀನ್, ಅಥವಾ ಆಸೆ ಇರುವಂತ ಜೀನ್ ಅನ್ನ ನಾವು ಇಂಟ್ರೊಡ್ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. ಆ ಜೀನು ಡೋನರ್ ಜೀನ್ಸ್. ಸೊ ಫ್ರಮ್ ವಿಚ್ ಆರ್ಗಾನಿಸಮ್ಸ್ ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಗೆಟ್ ಇಟ್? ಇಸ್ ಇಟ್ ಬ್ಯಾಕ್ಟೀರಿಯಾ ಓನ್ಲಿ, either yeast or bacteria only, eukaryotic cells only, any kind of cell? A donor gene, what is the answer?
Any kind
Any
of
kind of cells.
Any kind of cells. ಈಗ ನಮ್ಮ human being gene can also be taken. It can be from any type of cell. It can be bacteria, fungi, protozoan, okay, reptilian cell, bird cell, anything. The gene from any kind of cell can be taken up. The donor gene can be from any kind of cell. 17th one, pasteurization makes foodstuffs free from vegetative forms of all pathogenic microbes, all form of bacteria, harmful quantity of bacteria, all living organisms. So pasteurization makes foodstuffs free from,
All living organic.
D is the answer, all living organisms. Okay. 18th one, in order to express human gene in a bacterium, cDNA must be made because bacteria splice RNA, destroy human DNA, cannot remove introns, have reverse transcriptase. What is the answer?
Reverse transcript.
ಇಲ್ಲ ತಪ್ಪದು. Because bacteria cannot remove the introns. They are prokaryotic ಅಲ್ವಾ, RNA splicing ಆಗಲ್ಲ. So that is why we require, in order to express human gene in a bacterium, cDNA must be made. Complementary DNA must be made. Because bacteria cannot remove introns. ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿ mRNA ಮಾಡಿ ನಾವು ಮಾಡೋಕ್ಕಾಗಲ್ಲ, ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇಂಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ ತೆಗಿಬೇಕಾಗತ್ತೆ. ಬ್ಯಾಕ್ಟೀರಿಯಾ ಡು ನಾಟ್ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ದಟ್ ಎಬಿಲಿಟಿ ಟು ಸ್ಪ್ಲೈಸ್ ದಿ RNA. So because bacteria cannot remove introns. So that is what you have to answer. A genomic library is a term used to describe collection of books about genes in DNA technology, collection of known DNA sequences, collection of genes that code for specific protein sequences, culture of bacteria that contain DNA fragments representing the genome of an organism. So what is the answer?
B, sir.
B. Yes, it is. Genomic library andre collection of known DNA sequences. That is the answer. Next, clones are produced by sexual reproduction and same sexual process. These are prepared by group of cells descended from many cells or by inbreeding of a heterozygous line. So what is
Both
the
are
answer?
Both are false, sir.
Assertion and reason both are false. Okay, 20th, assertion and reason are false. DNA fragments generated by the restriction endonucleases in a chemical reaction can be separated by. So how do you separate?
Electrophoresis.
Electrophoresis.
Agarose gel electrophoresis.
Yes. So 21st is B. What is page? PAGE. Expand page. ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ವಾ ಯಾರಿಗೂ? ವಿನೋದ್, ಪೇಜ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು?
Chlorine.
Very good. Polyacrylamide gel electrophoresis. Page andre polyacrylamide gel electrophoresis. Have you heard about PEG? PEG? What is PEG? Expand it. See, it is polyethylene glycol. PEG is polyethylene glycol, especially in to fuse this hybridoma cells and cancer cells for the formation of hybridoma cells. So the cells, cancer cells, and the antibody producing cells, they are fused together using this PEG or under high electric frequency to obtain hybridoma cells. Hybridoma cells produce monoclonal antibodies. So which is called as magic bullet? ಆ ಕ್ವಶನ್ ಇತ್ತು, ನಾನು ಕೇಳಲಿಲ್ಲ. ಈಗ ಯಾರಿಗಾದ್ರೂ ಗೊತ್ತಿದೆಯಾ ಮ್ಯಾಜಿಕ್ ಬುಲೆಟ್ ಅನ್ನೋದು ಯಾವುದನ್ನ ನಾವು ಮ್ಯಾಜಿಕ್ ಬುಲೆಟ್ ಅಂತೀವಿ? See, monoclonal antibodies are called as magic bullets because they destroy only the cancerous cells. That is the reason they are called as magic bullets. So you should be aware about that. Okay. So these are a few questions of it. Like the next one, which of the following statement is not true for a clone? Which is not true for a clone? Clones are descended from a single parent. Identical twins are not clones. Clone is a result of sexual production, both A and C. So, which is
Option
the
C.
answer?
C, sir.
ತಪ್ಪದು. ನಾವು reproduction in organisms ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ clones are as a result of asexual reproduction ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ನ
Yes, sir.
ನೆನಪಿದೆಯಾ?
Yes, sir.
So clones are from a single parent, descended from a single parent. So ಇಲ್ಲಿ which of the following statement is not true ಅಂತ ಕೇಳಿರೋದ್ರಿಂದ ಯಾವುದು ಸರಿ ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಂದಾಗ ಸೊ ಸಿ ಇಸ್ ರಾಂಗ್ ಒನ್. ಕ್ಲೋನ್ ಇಸ್ ಅ ರಿಸಲ್ಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಸೆಕ್ಸುವಲ್ ರೀಪ್ರೊಡಕ್ಷನ್ ಅನ್ನೋದು ತಪ್ಪಾದಂತ ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್. ತಪ್ಪಾದಂತ ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಮೂರನೇದು. ಓಕೆ, ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಕ್ವಶನ್ ಓದ್ಬೇಕಾಗತ್ತೆ. ವಿಚ್ ಆಫ್ ದಿ ಫಾಲೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಇಸ್ ನಾಟ್ ಟ್ರೂ ಫಾರ್ ಅ ಕ್ಲೋನ್? ಕ್ಲೋನ್ ಇಸ್ ಅ ರಿಸಲ್ಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಸೆಕ್ಸುವಲ್ ರೀಪ್ರೊಡಕ್ಷನ್.
Sir, identical twins means clone, sir.
ಇಲ್ಲ, ಅದು ಐಡೆಂಟಿಕಲ್ ಟ್ವಿನ್ಸ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಬಟ್ ಸೈಟೋಪ್ಲಾಸ್ಮಿಕ್ ಇನ್ನೆರಿಟನ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಐಡೆಂಟಿಕಲ್ ಇರಲ್ವಲ್ಲ. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ಐಡೆಂಟಿಕಲ್ ಟ್ವಿನ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ನಾಟ್ ಕ್ಲೋನ್ಸ್. ಓಕೆ, so clone is a result of sexual reproduction. Tappu. Clones are descended from a single parent, right statement. So identical twins are not clones.
Sir, identically means phenotype or both phenotype and genotype, sir.
See, identical twins, they have the same DNA, but they are not cloned to the parent alva. Parent exact copy ಇರತ್ತಾ?
No, sir.
ಆ ಲಾಜಿಕ್ ಅಲ್ಲೇ ಐಡೆಂಟಿಕಲ್ ಟ್ವಿನ್ಸ್ they themselves, they together, identical twins are clones, but when you compare to parents, so they are not clones. Okay, so ಆ ಬೇಸಿಸ್ ಮೇಲೆ ಲಾಜಿಕ್ ಮೇಲೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಸೊ ವಿಚ್ ಆಫ್ ದಿ ಫಾಲೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಇಸ್ ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಇಸ್ ನಾಟ್ ಟ್ರೂ ಫಾರ್ ಅ ಕ್ಲೋನ್? ಕ್ಲೋನ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಫ್ರಮ್ ದಿ ಪೇರೆಂಟ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಕ್ಟ್ ಕಾಪಿ ಇರಬೇಕು. ದಟ್ ಇಸ್ ದಿ ರೀಸನ್ ಐಡೆಂಟಿಕಲ್ ಟ್ವಿನ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ನಾಟ್ ಕ್ಲೋನ್ ಟು ದೇರ್ ಪೇರೆಂಟ್. ಅದೊಂದು ಆಡ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾಗಿತ್ತ ಇವರು ಸೆಂಟೆನ್ಸ್. When compared to the parents, they are not clones. But when compared to each other, identical twins, they are clones because their genotype, everything would be same. Genotype, phenotype, everything would remain the same. Okay. Next question. Which is the first enzyme used in the production of cDNA?
Reverse transcriptase.
So reverse transcriptase is the answer. 23rd. Restriction enzymes are used to cut single-stranded RNA, double-stranded DNA, single-stranded DNA, double-stranded RNA.
Double-stranded DNA, sir.
Double-stranded DNA. 24th B is the answer. Genetically identical copy of individual cell or gene is known as
Clone.
clone. Clone is the answer. Which is the first enzyme used in the production of DNA fragments for DNA fingerprinting? DNA fragments for DNA
Restriction
finger
enzymes, sir.
restriction enzymes. A is the answer. A gene carried by recombinant DNA is cloned when its host bacterium divides by binary fission, it is transcribed, it is fragmented by restriction enzymes, it is hybridized.
Option A, sir.
ಎಸ್, ಈಗ ಬ್ಯಾಕ್ಟೀರಿಯಾ ಡಿವೈಡ್ ಆದಂಗೆ ಜೊತೆಗೆ ರೀಕಾಮಿನೆಂಟ್ ಡಿ ಎನ್ ಎನು ಮಲ್ಟಿಪ್ಲೈ ಆಗತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ a gene carried by recombinant DNA is cloned when its host bacterium divides by binary fission. So 27th is the ರೈಟ್ ಆನ್ಸರ್. ಬೈನರಿ ಫಿಷನ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿದೆ ಅಲ್ಲ, ಎ ಮೈಟೋಸಿಸ್. ದಿ ನ್ಯೂಕ್ಲಿಯಸ್ enlarges, they form a dumbbell shaped structure. Nucleus breaks into two lobes. One of the lobe moves towards the, both the lobes move towards the opposite pole, and there is a cross wall formation. So it is a direct cell division. So karyokinesis followed by cytokinesis without cell division stages like prophase, metaphase, anaphase ಇವೆಲ್ಲ ಇರಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ಇದ್ರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಬೈನರಿ ಫಿಷನ್ ಬಡ್ಡಿಂಗ್ ಇದ್ರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಓದಿದ್ದೀರಾ ನೀವು. Okay, so a gene carried by recombinant DNA is closed when its host bacterium divides by binary fission. The cutting of DNA at specific locations became possible with the discovery of selectable markers, ligases, restriction enzymes, probes.
restriction enzymes.
Yes, restrictions enzymes. So 28C is the answer. 29th, which of the following organelle is related with genetic engineering? Is it mitochondria,
Plasmids.
plasmids? Plasmid is the answer. Yeast has become important in genetic engineering because it has plasmids that can be genetically engineered, allows the study of eukaryotic gene regulation and expression, grows readily and rapidly in the laboratory, all of the above. Which is the answer? All of the
All
above.
of above.
Has plasmids that can be genetically engineered, allows the study of eukaryotic gene regulation and expression. Yeast cells, they grow readily and rapidly in the laboratory. So all these are the reason for yeast to become an important eukaryotic cell in genetic engineering. Okay. 31st question. Term which can be used as a synonym for genetic engineering in many cases is known as, what is the synonym? Synonym andre the
Recombinant DNA
same
technology.
definition but not this. Yes, D is the answer. Recombinant DNA technology is the answer. 32nd, which of the following is the first recombinant DNA produced unintentionally? So which of the following is the first recombinant DNA produced unintentionally? ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಇದು ಇಂಟೆನ್ಷನ್ ಇಲ್ಲದೆ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿರುವಂಥದ್ದು, ನಮ್ಮ ನಾವು ಇಂಟರ್ಫಿಯರ್ ಮಾಡದೆ, ಹ್ಯೂಮನ್ ಬೀಯಿಂಗ್ಸ್ ಇಂಟರ್ಫಿಯರ್ ಮಾಡದೆ ಆಗಿರೋದು, ನೇಚರಲ್ಲೇ ಆಗಿರುವಂಥದ್ದು.
Virus and
B,
bacteria.
sir.
DNA of a virus and a bacterium. ಸೊ ಬಿ, ಬ್ಯಾಕ್ಟೀರಿಯೋಫೇಜ್ ಬ್ಯಾಕ್ಟೀರಿಯನ್ ಇನ್ಫೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡತ್ತಲ್ಲ, ಅವಾಗ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಬ್ಯಾಕ್ಟೀರಿಯಲ್ ವೈರಲ್ ಡಿ ಎನ್ ಎ ಬಂದು ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ವೈರಲ್ ಡಿ ಎನ್ ಎ ಬ್ಯಾಕ್ಟೀರಿಯಲ್ ಡಿ ಎನ್ ಎ ಜೊತೆ ಅಟ್ಯಾಚ್ ಆಗೋಗ್ಬಿಡತ್ತೆ. ಪ್ರೋಫೇಜ್ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. ಆ ಲೈಫ್ ಸೈಕಲ್ ಆಫ್ ರೀಪ್ರೊಡಕ್ಷನ್ ಇನ್ ವೈರಸಸ್ ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ನಾಟ್ ಸ್ಟಡಿಡ್. ಸೊ ಅದರಿಂದ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗಲ್ಲ ಅದು. ಆದರೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಆನ್ಸರ್ ಬಂದು ಡಿ ಎನ್ ಎ ಆಫ್ ಅ ವೈರಸ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಅ ಬ್ಯಾಕ್ಟೀರಿಯಂ. DNA of a virus is nothing but bacteriophage when it infects a bacterium. So the first recombinant DNA was formed unintentionally. Okay. 33rd, out of the following, which is genetically engineered antiviral protein? Antiviral protein. Is it humulin, interferon, fumagillin, grysofulvin? The answer is interferon. 33rd B is the answer. 34th, the breakage of DNA fragment and inserting it into another DNA molecule. This technique is related to, so a DNA fragment is broken and it is inserted into another DNA molecule. This technique is related to gene splicing, gene cloning, gene typing, DNA fingerprinting.
Gene
Gene
cloning,
cloning.
sir.
Yes, gene cloning is the ರೈಟ್ ಆನ್ಸರ್. ನೋಡಿ, ಒಂದೇ ಪ್ರಶ್ನೆನ ರೀಕಾಂಬಿನೆಂಟ್ ಡಿ ಎನ್ ಎ ಟೆಕ್ನಾಲಜಿ ಎಷ್ಟು ರೀತಿಯಾಗಿ ಕೇಳ್ಬೋದು ನೋಡಿ. ಸೊ ದಟ್ ಇಸ್ ದಿ ರೀಸನ್ ಐ ಚೋಸ್ ದಿಸ್ ಕ್ವಶನ್ಸ್. 35th, in the year 1963, the two enzymes, ಇದನ್ನ ನಾವು ಡಿಸ್ಕಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದೀವಿ ಕ್ಲಾಸಲ್ಲಿ, two enzymes responsible for restricting the growth of bacteriophage in E. coli were isolated. One of these added methyl groups to DNA while the other cut DNA. So the latter was called, So this is former, this is the latter. The latter was called restriction endonuclease, methylase, ligase, plasmid.
Restriction endonuclease.
Yes, the answer is restriction endonuclease. The year 1963, the two enzymes responsible for restricting the growth of bacteriophage in Escherichia coli were isolated. These enzymes were, what were those enzymes? DNA polymerase and restriction
Option B, sir.
endonuclease, methylase and restriction endonuclease. B. B is the answer. So they methylase, they add methyl group to the end of the DNA, and restriction endonuclease, they cut the DNA. So here the two enzymes responsible for restricting the growth of bacteriophage were methylase and restriction endonuclease. Next, 37th question. In case of echo R1, so it is the binomial, the nomenclature, not binomial, nomenclature of restriction enzyme. So what does R represent? Does it represent genus,
Strain,
species,
sir.
strain, order of discovery? Strain
Strain.
is the answer. Genus ಯಾವ್ದು represent ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ?
E, sir. Capital E.
Species?
CO, sir.
CO.
CO. Order of discovery?
1, sir.
Roman number I.
Roman numeral 1. Okay. So 38th question, which of the following bacteria is used as a vector for plant genetic engineering? ಯಾವುದನ್ನು ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ? Agrobacterium
Option A, sir.
tumefaciens. Yes, it is option A, Agrobacterium tumefaciens. The term molecular scissors refer to recombinant DNA, restriction enzyme, Taq polymerase, palindromic nucleotide sequence.
Restriction enzymes.
Restriction enzymes are also called as molecular scissors. So remember about that. Restriction enzymes are also called as molecular scissors. Next, the crown gall tumor inducing capacity of Agrobacterium tumefaciens, spelling tappide, tumefaciens, is located in extra chromosomal portion called lambda phage, M13 phage, TI plasmid, or is it PBR322?
TI plasmid.
TI plasmid, extra chromosomal nuclear andre illi TI plasmid we are talking about. What is TI?
Tumor induced.
Tumor inducing plasmid. 41st, if desired gene segment is inserted at SAL1 site in PBR322, the resulting plasmid will confer resistance to which?
Ampicillin.
Amplicin, sir.
ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ SAL1 ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಲೊಕೇಟ್ ಆಗಿದೆ? ಆಂಫಿಸಿಲಿನ್ ಜೀನ್ ಹತ್ರ ಲೊಕೇಟ್ ಆಗಿದೆ ರೆಸ್ಟ್ರಿಕ್ಷನ್ ಸೈಟ್. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ಇನಿಷಿಯೇಷನ್
No, sir.
ಇನ್ಆಕ್ಟಿವೇಶನ್ ಇದೆ.
Sir, SAL1 located on tetracyclines.
ಟೆಟ್ರಾಸೈಕ್ಲಿನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಹೋಗುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ದೇ ಡೋ
Inactive.
only they'll have resistance to ampicillin, but they won't have resistance to tetracycline. So insertion inactivation ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಲ್ಲ. So insertional inactivation happens because the new gene segment is introduced in SAL1 restriction site, which is located in uh, the tetracycline resistant gene. Okay, so that is the reason they'll be having resistance only to ampicillin. Foreign DNA is also called as 42nd. What is it also called as foreign DNA?
Passenger DNA.
Yes, passenger DNA they are also called as. So 42nd is B. Which of the following is correctly matched? PBR322 enzyme, EcoR1 plasmid vector, Agrobacterium production of insulin, ligase molecular glue. ಯಾವ್ದು ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿದೆ?
Ligase molecular glue, sir.
So the correct statement is ligase molecular glue. So 44th question is, read the assertion and reason carefully to mark the correct option in question. Assertion is restriction enzymes cut the strand of DNA a little away from the center of the palindromic sites. So that is the sentence. Reason: restriction enzymes cut the strands of DNA between the same two bases on the opposite strand. So here, what is the answer for it?
Option B.
Option B, na? Both assertion and reason are true, but reason is not the correct explanation of the assertion. Yes, B is the right answer, 44. The term recombinant DNA refers to DNA of the host cell, DNA with a piece of foreign DNA, DNA with selectable marker, DNA with more than one recognition site.
Option B.
Option B, sir.
It is B, DNA with a piece of foreign DNA. We call it as recombinant DNA. The technique of genetic engineering include creation of recombinant DNA, gene cloning, gene transfer, all of the above.
All of the above, sir.
Okay, so 46D, all of the above. Restriction enzymes are most widely used in recombinant DNA technology. They are obtained from bacteriophages, bacteria, fungi, virus. From which are they obtained, restriction enzymes?
Bacteria.
Bacteria, sir.
Bacteria. ನಾನು ಹೇಳಿದೆ ಮೊನ್ನೆ 200 strains of bacteria in the nearly 600 or 800 or
900.
900 restriction enzymes are obtained from 200 strains of bacteria ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದೆ. So it is bacteria. 47th B is the answer. Restriction in restriction endonuclease refers to prevention of multiplication of bacteriophage in bacteria, producing sticky ends, cleaving of phosphodiester bond in DNA by the enzyme, cutting of DNA at specific position. What does restriction in restriction endonuclease refers to?
Prevention of
Option
multiplication of bacteriophage in bacteria, sir.
Prevention of the multiplication of bacteriophage in bacteria. Okay, so that is the answer for that restriction endonuclease. First restriction enzyme was obtained from E. coli, Haemophilus influenzae, Pseudomonas, Xanthomonas.
Haemophilus influenza.
What is the name of the first enzyme?
BAM3, sir.
Hmm? BAM.
Hind.
Hind. Hind
Hind.
2, 3 alla. Hind through 2. It is obtained from Haemophilus influenza, IN. D is the strain. Then 2 is the order of obtaining this restriction enzyme. Okay, so Haemophilus influenza Hind2 is the restriction enzyme that was obtained from this host Haemophilus influenzae. So 50 steps. There are 3 basic steps in genetically modifying an organism. Arrange these steps in correct sequence. So what is the correct sequence here?
Option D, sir.
Option D. First to identification of DNA with desirable gene. Second statement to introduction of the identified DNA into the host. Third step, the last one, maintenance of introduced DNA in the host and transfer of the DNA to its progeny by capacitation process. ಇವೆಲ್ಲ discuss ಮಾಡಿದೀವಿ ನಾವು. Okay, so that completes our discussion on this paper of biotechnology. You have any doubts regarding this, dear students? Any question you want me to discuss again?
No, sir.